That's weird. Jean said this is where the event is supposed to be, but there's nothing here. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, this is where our journey officially began. That sure brings back memories. Kinda nostalgic, really. Even after all this time, this place hasn't changed one bit. Look who's getting all sentimental and poetic. Well, we still need to find Jean and the others. Let's have a look around. Yeah. Paimon remembers there used to be hydro slime hiding here, but it's gotta be gone now, right? Whoa! A fungus? Are those supposed to be in Mondstadt? Not that these are a real threat to us at this point, but still!
Hear that? Vic said this isn't hard enough. Should I grab a geovision for the next round then?
Is this really the time to get competitive?
Did you hear that, Paimon?
Huh? Why did someone hang Jumpy Dumpty mines all over this tree? What? But they don't look alike. You can't even eat them. Hold on. Could this be an event setup thing? Not a lot of people come here, but a bomb's still a bomb. If someone gets hurt by accident, Clee's gonna get marched off to the confinement room again. Yeah, but let's take a picture with the camera before we take them down. First the fungus, and now this? Something weird is going on. If it turns out not to be event-related, it'll be good to have a record of what we found. You couldn't just compliment Paimon's smarts like a regular person? Whatever. Paimon will take it. Better than being... Anyway, it never hurts to be careful. We've seen through lots of tricks, but we've also gotten the short end of the stick. Paimon likes the optimism. Come on, let's get that picture taken. Then, get rid of... Fireworks! Guess there was no danger after all. Were those meant to welcome us or something? Anyway, we should be good here. Let's keep going. What was it Paimon said back then? Ah, right! Oh, wow! That's a statue of the Seven! Among the seven gods, this god controls the wind. You remember it's weird, though. It seems like there's something different about it. Let's take a closer look. Paimon's next line was...
As we all know...
Right! Poetry and language flow like the wind! with the statue of the Seven? Okay, Paimon's sure of it now. This can't be for an event. No one in their right mind would replace that huge statue of the Seven with a statue of Klee. Yeah, and well made too. But that's not the point. You're not weirded out by this? Oh, you're right. This must be... She could put 100 Klee statues all around Mondstadt and Paimon still wouldn't be surprised. That explains the other weird stuff we saw up till now, too. She must have asked Jean to write that letter so we'd... No, wait! Maybe that was Alice just pretending to be Jean. Yeah, Paimon's not up to surprises real nice, and this statue is pretty cool. Plus... we got to take a little trip down memory lane. Makes Paimon feel all warm. What do we do now, though? There's nobody around. If this is some sort of elaborate prank, guess we're... Huh? What does that mean? Oh, yeah. And there could be even more. Guess all there's left to do is touch that statue? Maybe it'll give you the power of Pyro or something.
The world opens itself before those with no...
Clarkson's Flash! You were right! Alice is full of surprises! Good guessing on your part! Let's get going and see what else we find!
Go now.
Yes, now we're not too late.
Whoa! It's the ball!
There's something huge in the sky!
Okay, we all remember what Paimon said back then. Anyway, since he's here, that must mean we're about to meet another old friend in these woods. Look! There he is! Back then, the Goblin was tainted by the Abyss, and Tone Deaf Bard was about to heal his wounds. But your control over Animo wasn't so great, so they noticed you and ran off. But you've had tons of practice since then, so mistakes like that should be a thing of the past. Right? True. No need to go over a full-on...
Our old friends have arrived.
And it is our great pleasure to greet them. Welcome to Mondstadt, you two. The place where...
Lovely to see you, dearies. So what's the verdict? Did our special welcome ceremony meet?
It was very... you, that's for sure. Paimon can't believe the Knights of the Phone. Where'd you move the real statue of the Seven anyway?
Oh, gracious me. You still haven't figured it out. If I had actually done something to that statue, I would have been locked up in the teensy room next door by now. Certainly not my idea of a pleasant afternoon.
So, what's going on here?
Now you're asking the right...
The answer lies over here.
Nicole? You're here too?
That's right. our two lovely mages are here on vacation. In fact, but I'll leave the explanations to Miss Nicole. I trust you're well acquainted with her skill at explaining all manner of—
Yep. We experienced that firsthand in Not Cry.
This bubble is a new kind of magic Alice and I invented. Inside it, when you were busy reading that invitation to Mondstadt, Alice took the opportunity to play—
Oh, we didn't even know.
I wouldn't be much of a Dodo King if I couldn't pull off a simple trick like that.
All that to say, the things you saw weren't real. Except for Venti and Dvalin, of course. I invited Venti, and he brought—
It's not every day you get to relive the beginning of your journey. It feels like listening to a verse you might not remember the name or melody, and still, you start humming along, and I'm assuming your trip down memory lane was similarly nostalgic.
So does Jean know about this or not?
Oh, no. Jean wrote that herself, I assure you.
So you do draw the line. Ooh.
Not with my daughter in her clutches. If you ever become a mother, you'll understand.
Oh, come on! It's not like she's being held hostage.
The point is, this magical bubble was created at the request of the Knights of Favonius. With the expedition in Nodcry coming to an end, the Knights will be home before long.
Varka thinks it's better to give people time to reunite with their families, so he told Jean to hold off on a huge welcome. Of course, Jean has her own thoughts on the matter.
As things stand, we're keeping the reception small. This magic bubble is one of them. The returning Knights can use it to catch up on all—
Simply put, it's a reenactment of your adventure.
Indeed. The ultimate goal is for everyone to have a chance to take part in the excitement.
So, what about the parts that took a few,
Oh, those were there because the bubble world is still being memories are easy to extract. And the resulting information density is— if memories are the only thing used to recreate a world. For example, these memories belong to Venti. But even for someone like— not to mention, on their own, memories lack an interactive component. So I added some
Yeah. That, makes sense.
For instance, say we're recording memories and Lisa happens to fly into a fury over some overdue a powerful thunderstorm might unfold in the bubble world out of nowhere. Luckily, there's a simple solution. We just have to send someone to scout things out first.
Exactly. Plus, once the recording is complete, the magic will loop, so there won't be further deviations, and we won't— and before it's all said and done, we'll be sure to cover up your identity event.
Much appreciated. Otherwise, buying around at the Angels share is gonna be much more of a
Like you're the one who does the buying.
It's settled then. We'll allow you to be the first to relive these precious memories, and in return, you'll be our eyes on the inside.
Yeah, but it sounds like fun. Besides, we already snapped a few pics of some—
Oh, no, Paimon. That one wasn't—
What?
As the creator of this world, I'm afforded a bit of creative license, I would think.
I doubt anyone will mind. As far as—
Oh, well.
In that case, we'll be counting on you.
It's still early. Why not check out the other events at the testing grounds in the
Yeah, we'll go say hi. She's the one who
I think nothing of it. Now that the world is at peace, you two are—
Yes, good work. We'll go with this setup.
Hey, Jean! We're here!
Honorary Knight, Paimon, welcome back. Did you have a good time in Alice's magic bubble?
Yeah, it was so cool!
I'll be sure not to spoil it then. I imagine you might be interested. I loved the idea when Alice brought it up, but I knew it would take a great deal of reenactors. Luckily, Venti, or rather, Lord Barbados, agreed to help. After that, I opened up where countless volunteers jumped at the chance to reenact your stories on. A lot of people have gotten involved, and that includes quite a—
Are you one of them?
Yes, according to Alice, I'm one.
Yeah, there are other activities here.
Well, such are the duties of the acting Grandmaster. I mean, for those of us who have been holding down the fort, the Grandmaster contacted me and said not to organize a grand reception on their behalf, and I'm sure the team will be exhausted upon returning and making a big fuss.
I'm sensing a butt in there somewhere.
Yes, well, those of us here in Mondstadt resuming normal life after such a long expedition will be quite an adjustment. Not to mention, it's a chance for the people to show them no matter how long we've been apart. Yes, absolutely. And I don't know, perhaps I am overstepping.
So, besides the whole...
Here, I'll show you. First, this is an arena we've set up to showcase Favonius blade work. The cavalry company is in charge of this one. I'm sure...
Ooh, that means we'll get to see Kaya on stage!
That's right. Compared to me, he's much better at keeping things interesting, even when the subject...
You're as modest as ever.
Over here, we're running a wind glider speed shooting event. It's not hard to guess who's in charge of this one, I'm sure. Yes, her gliding skills are top-notch, and she's quite creative when it... There's also a booth that will serve as a reception area where people can relax and chat with each other. Hertha is in charge of the drink stall, but we're still working on the menu.
Well, the more alcohol options, the better, I think. The expedition team likes the strong stuff.
Fair point. Huh?
What's with that face?
Grandmaster, you're back? Has the entire team returned as well? Apologies, we're not quite done with the preparations, but I assure you
Hey. Relax, Gene, relax. No need to get all formal with me. I split from the group to make it back first. Pretend I'm not. Besides, I knew you'd want to surprise us, no matter what I said.
Oh, I see.
If I didn't tell you to put on the brakes, I knew you'd go full throttle and start planning the next Ludi Harpastum or Windbloom Festival. You put so much pressure on yourself, diving headfirst into the deep end without thinking about...
Oh, wow! That's actually really nice.
Yeah, well, looking out for my fellow knights comes with a job. As for the event, food, drink, and fun in spades without too much pomp and circumstance. Yeah.
That's far too kind, Grandmaster. But...
I mean it, you know? Just trust my judgment. Anyway, now that I'm finally back in my old stomping grounds, let me treat you...
Ooh, nice! Paimon's never heard of that.
What's wrong?
Actually, Grandmaster, there's a few things I'd love for you to look over. Perhaps we could go back to headquarters.
Hang on, you know this is just a pit stop, right?
Of course. Still, you are the Grandmaster.
Oh, you have no idea what this means.
It's not that dramatic. If we make...
As much as Paimon wants to check out that secret menu, you...
All right. Oh. Guess I'll see you tomorrow.
Hello there, Honorary Knight. And
It's so nice to meet you, Honorary Knight and Lady Paimon. Glenfit.
Looks like you're in a good mood by the looks of things.
indeed, thanks to some help from the... Besides all the classics, we also mix cocktails.
Cocktails? Do you remember that time we served as bartenders at the Angel Share? And recently you've also shown...
The only thing is, our current... But I need to get back. Honorary Knight.
You'll be amply compensated, of course, plus double pay for overtime, depending on your performance.
Paimon's not sure who is the best guy.
I'll do my best to...
All right. Well, if you're... Wow! The whole gang's here! Even Master D-Luke!
Wow. Jean wanted my input on everything. Even though I left the Knights, Grandmaster Varka has done a lot for me. He didn't stop me from leaving back then, or throw any administrative roadblocks my way. So I owe him one.
Well, I was sad to see you go, but your mind was made up. And anyhow, you're an adult. As long as you're prepared to follow through on your choices, who am I to stop you? And let me tell you, my rebellious streak was way worse back in the day.
You look pretty tired.
Yeah, didn't get much sleep at all. And now my head's killing me. All my terrible memories of being Grandmaster came rushing back at once.
The Grandmaster's wording is somewhat misleading, so we made quick work of our tasks yesterday, much to the Grandmaster's great pleasure. So he hit up his friend Charles for a few drinks.
You know how it is. When you're catching up with an old friend, a few drinks turn into a few too many. Am I right?
Ah, so you're just hungover! Ugh.
I see. Understood. I just received word from the Knights stationed at the venue that the setup is complete. You can start today's story at any time. Ask away.
Ah, you mean like how only you could have purified Dvalin's tears? That ability is unique to you. And to be honest, a lot of people might not even know you're capable of something like that.
Don't worry. I thought about that. The story told within the bubble has some jumps. I've deleted the parts that might The remaining content doesn't require the participant to do much of anything, actually. It should be like watching a play.
Wait! But we ran into a combat encounter yesterday.
We'll take care of that. Alice and I want this to be an experience even a child... The parts you're testing today are more stable. Of course, when you access the dicier sections, be sure to keep our vision in.
Speaking of Alice, where is she?
Klee demanded some playtime with her mom. And of course, as far as Alice is concerned, nothing is more important.
Yep, that checks out.
Ha ha ha. Well, let's get this show on the road. I'm ready.
Whoa! Dizzy. That's gonna take some getting used.
Looks like we've jumped forward a bit since yesterday.
Wait, is this the bit where we borrow the Holy Lyre? Yeah, I'm not sure about this.
Don't worry. See? Here comes
Word from the Knights of Favonius is that the Fatui are planning to steal the Holy Lyre. A conflict between the two parties is ensuing inside. Come on. Let's go help the Knights. What is it?
Oh, so that's how we're explaining.
It's all thanks to that
I'm just reading the lines Miss Nicole gave me.
Don't worry, our operation isn't that strict.
Wait, that was Nicole's voice? Where's it coming?
Probably that small bubble.
That's right. This is a kind of communication magic. If you get stuck at any point, you can contact me through.
How very convenient. I suppose, given.
That's right. Obviously, we're not including the steal. After all, the Fatui were the ones who ended up with it. Anyway, the Knights are currently fighting to protect the whole.
This is like getting to read the script.
I wonder what would happen if, this time.
That would complicate things. Worst case scenario?
Okay.
Someone's got an axe to grind.
You're just in time. The situation is not looking good at the moment.
Yeah, it's turned into quite a mess.
You're not bad, boy. Against the Fatui, though, you'll need to try.
You ain't messing around, huh?
Oh no! If this keeps... Oh, sorry. I'm on kid.
Yeah, it's kinda hard to get in the zone when our opponents look.
Let me see here. It looks like magical autoload has been disabled, so the Fatui costumes didn't appear. I'll get that fixed. Just ignore the problem for now.
Got it. In that case, I'll evacuate the members of the church right away.
All right, thank you. As you see, Traveler, the situation is dire. We need to retrieve the Holy Lyre and get it back to headquarters.
Looks like the Fatui are tied up fighting the Knights. I doubt they have the manpower to spare to deal with us.
Which means, if we rush in, we should be able.
You all sure are getting into character. Well.
It seems our outer diversions were most effective. The Knights know not that the true
It's no wonder you're known as the youngest, most capable electro-sisson mage in your unit. You can read.
No! We're too.
Put the lyre down.
You heard her. Put it down and put him up, or this is gonna get ugly. Wait, why are you the only one with a costume costume, Fischl.
Why? Because I fashioned this headpiece myself, of course. How does it look?
And I suppose I look enough.
Hold on. Trying to distract me with Ha! You underestimate me. To think I would appear before you without full confidence in my victory. Go forth, Oz. Sissons, the holy Lyre der Himmel belongs to the Fatui. Whoa, that was fast. Mage power.
Fischl is...
Here, take it away. And don't let them catch you.
That's nothing the gliding champion of the Fatui can't handle.
Against gliding regulations!
Pretty tough, aren't ya? Well, let's see how you handle this.
Thought the Adventurers Guild were the only ones role-playing as Fatui.
Just thought I'd lend him a hand. Fischl didn't have time to make me a cool hat, though.
Amber's over there! Let's get ready to land!
Here they come! Positions, everyone!
So this is where the chase ends this time. Wait a minute. This isn't what their hideout looked like. It's at least a few times.
Yes. I remember it being much more run down.
The Lawrence clan lived here for a time, but this doesn't look like their handiwork.
Must be a bit of creative license on the part of our...
Alice said the original was too run down and didn't fit her aesthetic, so we repurposed some assets from the Golden Apple Archipelago. As you can imagine, Alice has always been a go big.
Yeah, this is...
Still, our mission remains the same. We're here to get...
Yeah, and this time...
A human never doubts what their eyes see or rejects. Both now warn you that this is the end of the road. Give up and turn back while you can.
That voice!
Mona?
You know about her?
Well, I had regular contact with the Hexen Circle, so her name came up now and then. The whole thing about her messing up and being too afraid to go back?
What? But how? No one in the Hexen Circle.
For real? Sorry, but I'm pretty...
All of them?
I'm afraid so. Oh, except Rhindaughter, I suppose.
Fine. That's just fine. It's not like the old...
Anyway, how do we cross?
I'm not...
Aw, come on. Don't...
I'm not. Then...
All right.
If...
Mona's riddle was as follows. A human, however, they...
guarding this spot.
Oh, hey!
Hello, Grandmaster. No. Wait,
I would think you have bigger concerns right.
It's locked in the back room, but good luck getting in there. 3 crests are needed.
Wait, but in real...
Yes, but there are 3 locations to visit. All our actors worked so hard to memorize their lines. It would...
Fair point. They're playing through the story just like us.
To be honest, when I first read my lines, I was kind of confused. But when I actually had to... Mr. D looked...
Really? I only...
Aha! Yet in a game of cards, it's the ones that remain unturned that strike...
That's right! And I've been told you have quite a few... Anyway,
One moment. We can't quite end it like this.
Do I?
It would benefit the sea.
All right. I told you everything I know. Now leave.
And off you go.
The Vatus up ahead values wealth above all else. Luckily, the Vatus up ahead is correct.
Looks like we were followed.
Stand aside. But this time, I'm fully locked and loaded!
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun!
Go and
Okay, okay. You will...
Probably because he had to act like a
Oh, so...
It would seem so.
Man, their armor is heavy.
Rumor has it, Fatui recruits undergo... Well, even though we lost, Dad had fun for...
Oh, and Bennett told me so.
Well, that's...
Speaking of, how same old, same old. I do miss the Asha, though. I hope...
Wait, Mona?
What? The more roles you play, the more you get paid. That's what Alice. The crest is with me. Let's talk biz. I would have thought that.
Hey! Did you...
What? All right, here's the crest. Oh, and by the way, well, I spend most of my hydromancy uses the. Of course, I need a whole new set of equipment.
No wonder Alice gave you
Generous compensation, even though her daughter is in.
Huh. I guess...
Oh, come on. Enough about that old.
Without the crests, I can't act. Man. Anyway.
On me.
The road ahead is almost completely blocked. Looks like this person isn't taking visitors.
The Vatus up ahead is a
Yes, we'll just have to be careful. We need that crest.
They handed over their... Looks like the decision has been made.
Gotta say, Paimon didn't
Well, actually, Aunt Alice was planning for me to play Dvalin if the dragon himself... Apparently, there's a spell like the one used to make Simulanka that could...
That does not sound like a good...
I have to agree. That sounds like it does.
I don't think I'd be very good at playing the evil dragon. Luckily, Dvalin agreed to take part after all, so my role was switched to timid Fatui Guard...
Wow, that's a pretty huge...
Oh, because Mika is Guard A.
As expected, Alice has...
Alright, we've got all the crests. Let's head back and look for Mika.
All right. This elevator's a bit complicated to operate, so Miss Nicole asked me...
Thanks.
No problem. Best...
I don't remember if it...
Of course you want to make things difficult.
Security's tight around here.
I hope this is safe.
The Holy Liar! Here it is! Wait, but Paimon...
Hot-blooded, careless, and reckless. Wait, what? All it did was lock the liar up? Well, I wasn't the one who designed it. All Alice said...
That checks out.
They laugh as if they already know what is to Allow me to clarify.
From what I've heard, the Fatui agent guarding this place...
So then, I'm the one who walked...
Do not despair, mein Freund.
'Tis true. Come forth, my loyal servants. Smite all who stand against us.
Look, the Ravens get confused if they don't...
Group 2, reinforce. Group 3, Group 4! Oh, forget it. All of you, attack at once!
Verdict is...
Well, well. It seems I must send forth my most capable servant of all. He shall dispose of you in one fell swoop.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Thunder!
So, yeah.
Okay, shred him!
Here we go.
Thunder!
Our situation is dire, mein Fräulein. It seems this is the end of the road.
Huh. It doesn't look
true.
I doubt the mages want us to just...
Perhaps we haven't met a certain condition then?
Oh, wait! Does that...
I'm afraid it may be the only way to end this, mein...
Very well. Just be gentle.
Huh? Oh, right. Paimon's the weak...
Ah, it's open!
Miss Alice does look...
Congratulations on obtaining the holy...
Wow! This is quite the... Oh, Paimon's stomach has been...
Oh, hello. Did you need something? You know, then as more and more of our ranks left on expeditions and I was left in charge, the number of celebrations decreased. Now, seeing a gathering like this after all this time, I can't help but feel a bit...
Well said, traveler.
Barbara?
You told me you wanted the expedition members to feel it, but in my eyes, the feeling of home isn't something you can force.
Oh, you're right. The location isn't the most important factor. I appreciate the kind. Make sure to do the same, traveler. It's not often you get to make it back. Now that we're outside the bubble and no longer in character, there should be plenty of time.
Hey! Honorary Knight! Look up! Pretty stellar view from up here, and the...
Oh, of all the places to sit, it just had to be there. Well, to each their own, I suppose. Just be careful on the way up, traveler.
Have a seat. I come bearing drinks. Booze free, of course. Ah, well, that's what being home is all about, right? Letting go. Feeling... You think so? Glad to hear it. There's no place like home. That's what people say, right? The cathedral, the statue, the further away you get, the more you miss it. I might be biased, but it means a lot that you care about this. I get that. The people are what make Mondstadt what it... Which reminds me, I never thanked you for helping Mondstadt out back. It takes a special person to do what you did. Most people are helpless in the face of abyssal corruption. Considering their target was Dvalin, I suppose Barbados could have handled it, even though he hadn't been awake for long. Dvalin is family to him, you know? Having to choose between the, not to mention, the wild hunt would have reached our borders sooner or later. We'd have been stretched thin without your help. Maybe you've never put two and two together, but what you did in that, if Natlan's crisis hadn't been resolved, the two abyssal powers might have joined Ha! Look at us, taking down the abyss and... I guess not. In any case, and that's the question, isn't it? Why do we do what we do? But I think it's safe to say you already know the answer.
Ah, so this is where you've been hiding. You know, I don't think this was designed for sitting.
Ha! When did you become such a stickler? Come have a drink.
Don't mind if I grape juice? Again?
You know, Charles would never let me hear the end of it if I started drinking without him.
Disappointing, but... Oh, I almost forgot. Since this banquet is also...
All right. Might hike up the bill a bit.
Yeah, well, he turned me down. He never did like being the city is a little too small for him to spread his wings. Even if no one is afraid of him, he could still take out a windmill or two.
Maybe it's time to draft a proposal to build him a landing pad.
The Traveler's right. If this is what makes him comfortable, might as well let him be. In the meantime,
Two are honorary...
I often think about our parting at Windrise, you know. And now, almost in the blink of an eye, the final stop on your journey is just around the corner. Snezhnaya. The Tsaritsa's plans have continued to advance. Now, only the Pyro-Gnosis remains free from her grasp.
But if even the captain couldn't take Malwika's Gnosis by force, I guess we don't need to be concerned about its...
You wouldn't be taking a dig at someone else's ability to hold on to their Gnosis.
Of course not. I'm...
Her harbingers do often tend to take a rather extreme approach. Just look at Child or Signora. But we would be mistaken to ignore the fact that Signora did not win the Geo-Gnosis.
Right. You told me about the contract Morax signed with her before his death. You're saying she didn't need to resort to violence and
That's right. If she was able to provide a reason convincing enough to persuade Morax, she could have persuaded me. I suppose she just didn't think there was a reason to negotiate. I had just woken up, so I must... Honestly, the Gnosis was of no use to me. I didn't care who it belonged to or what I just knew if I fought her in that moment, the cathedral, perhaps even the entire city, might have become collateral damage.
True. I wouldn't put it past Signora to take civilians as hostages either.
In the end, though, it was those same methods that led to her end. After all, her third target, the Raiden Shogun, wasn't a big negotiator back then. Perhaps Signora's success in Mondstadt and Liyue convinced her that she was a match for the Archon of any nation. You did the right thing. It pained me to see Inazuma as it was back then. I'm glad things have changed since. Of course, now the elite force of Harbingers has quite a few missing from its ranks, so I suspect the Tsaritsa no longer who knows? Perhaps a chance to formally meet her in Snezhnaya might...
Some of our knights remain stationed in Not Cry. If you need help, just say the word.
The look in your eyes. It's changed a lot since you first set up, but my advice remains unchanged. Never forget that the journey itself has meaning, traveler. The birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters, they are all part of that journey. Perhaps earth-shaking truths and indescribable trials await you at the end. Just remember, there is more to life than that. All right, that's more than enough acting like a real Archon for one night. And still, not a sip of drink for dear old Venti at a time like this?
Dun dun dun!
Dun dun dun! Da da da!
This is so fun, Mom!
I think so too. Come on, let's blow them all up.
Mom, when can I play
play with the magic toy you made me.
Very soon, darling. In fact,
Yay! Can we?
why, of course. We'll have ourselves a
Yeah.
Alright, we made it! Was this bubble this color before?
I'm not sure. It was like this when I came to check on things this morning.
What? That can't be!
You sure know your stuff, Traveler. That's where my head went too. But I don't know.
What does that mean?
It seems to be in an embryonic state. Like an egg that hasn't.
Of course, the world within the magic bubble is imaginary, so the same
You created this magic, right, Alice?
Oh, new magic does often come with. As for a solution, however, I'm afraid I need more.
One thing is for certain, at least. Given the current... My apologies, Miss Alice. I know you've made a promise to Klee, but I'm not sure you'll be able to...
Have we ever seen Alice look this serious?
Unprecedented crisis notwithstanding, it's too soon to just throw in the towel.
Are we talking about the Klee situation or...
Both. Now, I have my suspicions, but I'll need someone to head into the bubble and confirm a few things. It's not like we can avoid going in there, right?
I agree. We have to take action.
All right. I'll go convince Klee to play somewhere else for now and then head right back. In the meantime, Nicole, be a dear and keep observing the bubble from out...
I don't know, Alice. There are quite a few unknowns here.
You sure about...
Fine. I'll do what I can. Just be...
Well, guess this is our best option. We're
The part where Barbados uses the lyre to summon Abyss corrupted Devil. Then, everyone joins forces to fight him inside Storm...
Yep. That sounds like...
Well, we've got the gang from back then.
Count me in two. Potential threat or not. If there's even...
Jean?
It's nothing. I was just feeling a bit...
Yeah.
Yes, but that was for fun.
Ooh, look at you getting all sentimental.
Hey, don't be embarrassed to say what you feel. I think that's how things should be. Besides, the more you open up, the less people will be surprised like Paimon here when you choose to share something.
Just look at Paimon. No filter whatsoever. Word vomits whatever comes to mind.
Ha! It's about time.
Before we set off, I just want to stress that whatever is I was able to maintain contact before. It might be difficult for us to guide you, so proceed.
Don't worry. This isn't our...
There's also a last resort I can fall back on if worst comes to worst.
You mean destroying the bubble?
Yes, if it comes down.
All right. I'll monitor this.
Understood. Prepare for the worst.
All right.
Whoa! Is this Mondstadt? Didn't we all come in at the same time? Where are the others? Look! There's Venti! Surrounded by a whole bunch of monsters! Yeah!
Ah, perfect timing. Come on, let's show these unwelcome guests the door. Think you can get away?
some of the communication and control functions and managed to smash together some items that should give us an advantage. These allow devices are useful in a pinch, with pure connection.
All good, Venti?
Very much so, thanks to your timely arrival.
Yeah! The city's
I'm not sure what happened, but the rest of—
Good point. Look! It's Dvalin!
You're right. The corruption has spread throughout his entire body.
Wait! It looks like something's falling!
It's his tears.
Like the ones we purified in the past?
Yes, but at this point, if left unchecked, they will continuously— We also need to get our hands on one of them. No, this degree of corruption cannot be cleansed. I doubt the pure sound of the lyre can reach him.
Sounds like this whole thing is still good.
Yes. I wasn't certain before Dvalin showed up. It seems more like an alternate version of events. Well, monsters abound no matter where we look.
Time for takeoff. Yahoo! Think you can get away? Ha! Let's play!
Made it. It looks like Mondstadt is in dire... In the face of an empty city, Oh, and this thing.
That happens to be just...
Wait, what about Varka?
No, I'm not sure where... Oh, I think I saw Jean on the other side of the city. I was going to head over after clearing out these monsters. We should go help her.
Good idea. Here we go. Time for takeoff. Let's play.
Time for retribution.
Here we go.
Yahoo! Brace yourself.
I know everything we encounter in this bubble is imaginary.
Don't worry. As long as
I see. In that case—
Have you seen Barca, by the way?
No. He might be at the up—
Better to find him soon than later. The Grandmaster is an exceptional warrior, but this is the abyss we're dealing with. You can never be too careful.
Wind, hear me.
Yahoo! Think you can
get away.
The Grandmaster should be over there.
We're here to help.
Perfect timing. Let's do this.
Time for takeoff.
Verdict is...
Up the ante! Maria sweeping in!
Go as one!
Barbados, guide it.
Time for retribution!
Looks like we're all back together. Everyone in one piece?
Yes. The honorary knight arrived just in time to help us.
Now that we've collected Dvalin's tears, the monster attacks appear to be easing up. I'm sure you've noticed, Varka, but the...
Yeah, we should get out of here.
This place should be safe from monster attacks for—
Anyone there? The communication function bugged out again.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
When designing this experience, we cut out the part where the Traveler cleanses the abyssal power. And we didn't think to Alice and I thought the events in the bubble would be independent from each other. But since the magic is contained in one place, it appears a cache. And so, because Dvalin was never purified, we've encountered a major
I knew it. So, what we're witnessing now is like an alternate version of events.
Wait, but even if the Traveler never showed up...
The Abyss is a far greater enemy than one person can face. I could have handled that specific, if I'm not mistaken. You've seen how that version of the story goes yourself, right?
Yeah, it was a kind of prophecy. In the end, you were able to seal Dvalin away.
But if Dvalin was sealed, how did things get to this point?
Because a seal doesn't solve the root problem. Over time, the Abyss would just grow stronger and stronger.
Wait! Does that mean...
The aftermath of Dvalin breaking free from the seal, the power of the Abyss has fused with his flesh and bones, purifying him now.
So, if we want to resolve this crisis...
We have to kill Dvalin. I know that sounds intense, but remember, we have our solution, so let's hop to... No time to lose, right? We've got...
She's playing somewhere else right now, so we do have some...
You're right. This is the only way.
I know Dvalin means a lot to you. If this is too hard, you can leave it to us, you know?
I'll be fine. Let's go. This is it. Ready,
Of course. I just hope.
Guess I'm the newbie, huh?
What about you, Traveler? This was your first big...
I'm not nervous. We've all grown a lot since then. We overcame this challenge once.
Time on the lead!
Then let the mournful cries of this liar, tainted and defiled, summon a familiar...
You alright, Barbados?
Turning the surging abyss into musical notes is no simple task, but how could I claim to be the... Remember, we need to wear him down first before we can attack his weak spot.
Thunder!
On me!
Thunder!
Now's our chance. Climb up and attack the abyssal core.
Up the ante!
Nice job! One more to go! That's gonna leave a scar.
Time to switch positions.
On me!
Let's play! On me!
sliding be faster?
On up the ante!
How rude!
Off the ante! Thunder! Off the ante! Off the ante! Off the ante! Yeah! Thanks, Gene.
Dvalin, you're here!
I follow the lyre's song, wherever it leads.
Thank you. Looks like the mage's tale isn't over yet.
Might not be a happy ending, but someone's got to strike the final blow.
It's your turn to be the hero.
I'll take knight over hero any day.
La la la!
Mom, I'm here to play! Huh?
Looks like it was a happy... It was kinda like a choo-choo car ride.
Guess it wasn't without some collateral damage.
It's fine. As long as the building itself is intact. In any case, we were lucky Dvalin arrived when...
I suppose I could have created a gust of wind to whisk us up, but...
Honestly, after everything we faced, I can't believe Alice still decided to bring Klee in there to play. I mean, can we be certain there aren't other...
I suppose that speaks to the confidence the maid...
If I know Alice, the whole bubble could have been blown to bits and Klee...
Her abilities do speak for themselves.
So, what now?
Sounds like a great idea. But tonight, it's on me.
Haha, even better.
Say no more!
All right, let's head over to my place.
I'm afraid not. There's...
So what? The world's not gonna end if you push...
I suppose that wouldn't be a problem if...
On second thought, how about you? What about you, Honorary Knight? Gonna tag along? Okay, all...
Alice loves going to the library. Let's wait for her there.
Looking for me? I'm glad. I wanted to thank you for helping me. Nicole came with us to make sure all was in order. You live and you learn. It's rare, but even the Dodo King is...
So?
Yes, quite. The recording work is done as well. It should be smooth sailing from here on. Nicole will keep an eye on them, of course. I wouldn't put it quite like...
Huh?
Let us not forget, the courageous dragon slayer in the storm. Of course, that doesn't mean Dvalin would have escaped his destined death.
But what we saw in the bubble was what happened after...
Dear Paimon, word to the wise. Do not lose sleep over all those what-ifs. Over those who can observe fate, see both the good, but all that matters is what did.
All right.
Ah, you're saying it would... I suppose some gunk could have stuck to my luggage while I was wandering the border and got mixed into my magic without me noticing. Just kidding. I would never be so... Your intuition is spot on, traveler. What developed in the bubble was a nascent form of a...
What? So it didn't come from outside? It just...
The abyss is perilous, cunning, dangerous, obsessive, and the Hexen Circle has been observing its energies for a long time, and I think Barbalos, the essence of the abyss, lies in the hatred carried by all the fates. This world is filled with conflicting elements. These events can be small, almost trivial. I had Sweet Madame for lunch today, for instance. That means the Alice who chose tea break pancakes instead is no more. Of course, they can also be events that threaten the world, such as my friend Rhindotter's decision to tap into the abyss. So then, the question at the...
Paimon gets...
Precisely. The magic we wove this time involved and thus, the abyss showed its teeth. Of course, in the end, though, it wasn't a huge issue. Things like this happen on the border. It has quite the victim complex, that's for... It's obsessed with entering this world at all costs. And that is precisely why we must protect our lives and those of our loved ones. Because when you think about it, to exist in this world is to be a spark of luck amidst...
Alice, you're here. I'm truly sorry about this, but per the regulations of the...
Whatever for. Things turned out just fine. Besides, if that's what this is about, shouldn't Nicole come along too?
It's not about the bubble. We received word that a number of fish have been injured as a result of explosions near Starfell Lake. As I'm sure you're well aware, fish blasting...
Oh dear. Run, Klee! Save...
She's already inside.
Guess it's a day of first for the Dodo King, huh?